Hey, how's it going? Today on desperately trying to come up with new riffs for these videos and failing, I check out Tube Amp Doctor's 30th anniversary guitar speaker built by Celestion. Okay, I'm going to tell you immediately that this video has to be considered paid promotion because Tube Amp Doctor sent me this guitar speaker. The short version of the story is I got talking to Tube Amp Doctor through my Fane connection, got to meet Tom at Guitar Summit, and he's just a lovely person, and we decided we'd like to work together. And we're obviously starting off with their speaker because apparently I'm most known for speaker videos. I've been a Tube Amp Doctor customer for years. I buy my tubes there, parts and speakers. And speaking of speakers, I particularly like that Tube Amp Doctor in the recent past have been celebrating their anniversaries with special speakers. For their 25th anniversary, they already brought out a speaker with Celestion that shared a part number with the Dave Mustaine Celestion Vintage 30. And as such, I treated that as a Vintage 30 variant and featured 3 of them in my big Celestion Vintage 30 Shoutout. And this one seems to be more based on the Celestion G12H 70th anniversary that I featured on the channel a couple of months ago and liked quite a lot. Why would I think that? Well, first of all, it's got a H magnet and it's rated at 30 watts, much like the G12H 30 70th anniversary. And also, it has the same part number on the box here. Other than that, this speaker is the first contemporary Celestion I've had that has no sticker on it. There's no type code on the speaker itself, no date code or anything. The only indication you will have of its age is the 30th anniversary label, obviously, and possibly the batch code on the cone. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, enough about the speaker for the moment. Let's talk about the process. If this is your first time on my channel, what I do is apparently steal lines from Cowboy, but what I do is test speakers against a reference. That reference is a Celestion Vintage 30 from the year 2000. On this side is my Marshall 1960 AV cab here in 8 ohms though. And I stick the speaker that's being tested on the other side. Both speakers get mic'd up with Shure SM57s, and I play a few sloppy riffs and I switch back and forth between the mic sources so you can hear the differences between them. It's all about the relative differences. That's what's important to me. The reference Celestion Vintage 30 gets mic'd up in a sweet spot, which is about here, and that is where the dust cap meets the cone on the Celestion Vintage 30. The speaker I'm testing at first gets mic'd up in the exact same relative position, so not necessarily where the dust cap meets the cone, but the same distance from the center of the speaker to the microphone as it does on the Celestion Vintage 30. But if the speaker I'm testing has a different sweet spot according to my ears, I move the Shure SM57 to that sweet spot position later on in the video and switch back and forth a bit more. So that way I hope to give you the best of both worlds, a kind of apples for apples comparison, and showing the speaker I'm demoing from its best side, at least according to my taste. And to top things off, I provide you with a free IR for the Celestion Vintage 30 and as many IRs as mic positions I do for the speaker I'm testing, so that you can do your own testing at home and further figure out how you like the speaker I'm testing. One last thing before I put the Tube Amp Doctor speaker in my cabinet and we start the test is I want to give a little shout out to KreativeDevices. The short story again was I was looking for a computer, and through John Simons at Sonic Drive Studios, I got in touch with KreativeDevices. And after a little conversation, we discussed the option of I doing a video for them in exchange for a discount. And I said that would only work if we come up with the right idea, because my mission statement is to serve my viewers. That's why I do the IRs. That's why I do different positions on the mics, to serve you. And making a dedicated laptop video would only serve myself because I'd get a discount, wouldn't serve my audience, and it wouldn't serve KreativeDevices either because most of you would probably not watch that. And Kagan at KreativeDevices told me, that's okay. Just point out the laptop whenever it's pertinent in one of your videos. And he gave me a healthy discount because he said to me, if we creative people don't look out for each other, who will? And that really resonated with me. So this is really helping me create more videos and faster videos for you guys. And if you're looking for a new laptop or computer, I highly suggest you look at KreativeDevices because you're probably not going to find a better deal for the package they offer. And also, you'll be supporting a creative person like yourself who is serving creative people like yourself. So we got to look out for each other. Check out KreativeDevices if you're looking for something new. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Well, I forgot one thing. The TAD 30th anniversary speaker has, to my ears, a slightly different sweet spot. It sounds best to me about a thumb's width further outside from the center of the speaker. So I'm going to start with the reference position first and then move on to the sweet spot later. Right, let me just move the mic a sec. So what do you think of the Tube Amp Doctor 30th anniversary speaker by Celestion? I quite like it. It has a bit more 5 to 6K than my Celestion Vintage 30 and a bit more 5 to 6K than my Celestion G12H30 70th anniversary, that name, dude. But it has a bit more mids than the V30. And I'll be shooting out the Tube Amp Doctor 30th anniversary against the G12H30 70th anniversary in a later video. Check out the speaker on Tube Amp Doctor's website, even if it were the same as a G12 30 70th anniversary, which I think is a little tweaked. One thing you should know, it looks better, and that's massively important in speakers. It's also more affordable than a G12H30 than a G12H37. It's also more affordable than a G12H30 70th anniversary. Well, check out the IRs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!